The AMD keynote at CES was pretty mind-blowing this year. Between GPUs that cost just $200, which let's be honest, still no one will be able to buy, to more interesting stuff, like for example, the first 3D V-cache CPU in AMD's lineup, the Ryzen 5800X3D. But if you have any common sense, or you just don't care what you're spending money on, then you probably won't be buying this CPU. Because for all the talk about AMD's 3D V-cache technology, the big Ryzen 5000 refresh never actually materialized, and instead we have Ryzen 7000 on the horizon instead, and that's gonna be way bigger than we all imagined. That's right, the highlight of the entire presentation was a tease of what's to come with the brand new Zen 4 architecture called Ryzen 7000. And yeah, if that's confusing to you, don't worry. It makes total sense in AMD's logic, because no, the next generation of desktop CPUs isn't Ryzen 6000, the next generation of mobile CPUs is called Ryzen 6000 because they're based on the brand new Zen 3 Plus architecture, which is just Zen 3 but developed on 6nm with a few extra features. But whatever, we play with the cards we are dealt, so I guess Ryzen 7000 it is, and it's gonna be a pretty big launch for AMD. Because not only are we being greeted to a brand new socket, AM5, it's also an LGA socket, so the same as what Intel and Ryzen Threadripper CPUs use. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, after so many years, our beloved AM4 socket is being phased out for something much newer, and hopefully much better. In combination with a new socket, these upcoming Ryzen 7000 CPUs are also going to look quite different, with a rather interesting and futuristic IHS design, which we haven't really seen on CPUs before, so bring it on AMD! That chip looks absolutely awesome. And while we don't know much else about Zen 4 for now, we do know it's coming in the second half of this year, which also makes AMD's announcement of their 3D V-cache chip that much more confusing. Because while we expected this massive Zen 3 refresh to come along with this brand new 3D V-cache technology, all we're getting is a single chip, the 5800X3D. Why? Well, it is probably an answer to Intel's All Lake CPUs, which probably spooked AMD a bit. The 12900K once again tops the performance charts, and with a 12900KS on the horizon, that gap in performance between Intel and AMD may widen even further. And AMD have gone out of the way during the presentation to show us that this change in cache structure is apparently enough to not only catch up with Intel, but also surpass them when it comes to performance. So while this big refresh never happened, it does also make sense why AMD took the path they did. It's supposed to be firstly an answer to Intel's amazing launch of Alder Lake, and secondly kind of a proof of concept for what's to come in future chips using this 3D V-cache technology. Because seeing how the 5800X3D can apparently get a much better performance by just changing how much cache it has and the cache structure, despite having lower clock speeds, it does make people even more optimistic for Ryzen 7000, where 3D V-cache will be just one ace up AMD's sleeves, out of hopefully many. So let me know what you think of all of this. Let me know what your expectations are for Ryzen 7000, AM5, and also this brand new 5800X3D. If you enjoyed this video and you want to help support our channel, then make sure to check out our Patreon down in the video description below, because even just one singular dollar a month goes truly a long way in helping my channel and allows me to make way better videos on way more interesting topics. I'd also love to thank my existing patrons, Gavin Burns, Ryan, OKB, Meg Sumner, Shane Allcroft, Lansby, and Comic Gauge Clothing. Thank you guys so much, support truly goes a long way. Down there you're also going to find our merch store, our Amazon associates links, plus also our Discord server if you want to talk to me, or our Discord with Ash really, plus then there's our social media links as well. But anyway, that's what it's. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you didn't, remember to subscribe, like, whatever, and I'll see you all in whatever I make next. Goodbye everyone. Goodbye.